Shoot, man. Shoot.
These Asian American men were calling this other Asian American guys, they were calling them like slurs. Like, you know, which is so weird. Why would you? But like,
The only important part is like trying to figure out where the Me Too movement went. Because if you think about it, the Me Too movement, it kind of like disappeared at a very like substantial point in history. Because if you think about it, the Me Too movement disappearing when they have a Diddy trial is very like ironic. If like they have a Diddy trial and there's no Me Too movement, logically that would have to mean that like, you know, some girls are like selling their bodies in order to, you know, go into college, for example. And I think that's like unfair to like basically autistic people. I mean, but like, I don't know, where would they go? If they were doing something like that, where would they go?
no, but so I just find that story so interesting. So we're adapting it.
I was like, I wonder where it would go. Also, without saying slurs, like, what do you think about Koreatown not keeping its like city maintained within crime? Like, do you think that's based on like racism or race theory, or do you think it's like actual in compliance with like, you know, criminals that are actually, you know, colluding to mess up an entire community, for example? Is that not it? I'm like, dude, I know I made sense. I was like, dude, I know I made sense when the Me Too movement is gone. It's gone. The Me Too movement's gone because they have a Diddy trial. So when you get found out that you're selling your body, you're not going to be able to go to college. They're going to be like, they're going to have to give it to somebody else. I didn't even want to overspeak over her, but like I went, you know, like a pushover does. Wait, so when you got pushed over, like, how good was the grant? If I push myself over to a girl, I'm sure they would all make fun of me, but like, how did it feel getting pushed over to the point where you got the scholarship? I mean, that makes sense, right? That has to make sense. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, does that not make sense? There's no Me Too movement. The Diddy trial's happening. Wouldn't that mean that like some girls are literally selling their bodies to like go into, you know, like school, for example, like college? Wouldn't that make sense? I'm pretty sure that would make sense. I mean, like, not to really be the center of the world or the center of attention or get 15 minutes of fame, but logically, at a time like this where the Diddy trial is happening, you know, then there's no Me Too movement. That's right? Like, girls are just selling their bodies in order to get into college? Nice one. Good job.
You're not gonna go either way.
I was like, great one.
Yeah, that's the point.
I was like, that was a great one. I was like, isn't it legal in some countries? That's right. You can, yeah.